What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Stocks channel. My name is Cory, and this will be your daily stock market technical analysis update. Before we get into the charts, please help me out by smashing that like button, and if you're new, smash that subscribe button so you can follow along with all of my daily updates. First up, we'll take a look at the S&P 500. So let's go ahead and crack open this chart and see what's going on in the stock market today. Alright, so on the S&P 500, we did close back above our trend line, and we are also back above the 5 EMA. So that big day of selling yesterday has been completely reversed, and we're back on the bull and we're starting to head higher. Now this is exactly what's to be expected in this melt up scenario. These dips are not going to last long because there is a lot of bulls that are just waiting to buy the dip. So any opportunity the bulls get, they're going to buy it up and they're going to start driving prices higher. Who knows how long the melt up's going to last, but we don't fight the trend and we don't fight the price action, and we can see that both are very bullish right now. So we're back above the trend line and we're back above the 5 EMA. So our next resistance level on the SPX is somewhere around this 3611 level. Jumping over to the SPY ETF, we can see a very similar story. Our resistance level is up at 362, just under 363, and we are back above the trend line and the 5 EMA. It looks like we did come near the 13 EMA and also that other trend line that goes back to 87 and 2000, and we did end up finding support above that level. So that's bullish no matter how you look at it, because every other time we got towards this trend line or broke above it, it did not last for more than a day. So now we've been above this trend line for 4 closes, not in a row, but 4 total closes. And that is always going to be bullish. When we start closing above resistance trend lines, that is when we start getting a scenario when we're close to a bull breakout. So if we start closing back above the all-time highs, which were previously around that 358 level, we're getting into a breakout scenario. You could look at this as a consolidation where we've been kind of going in this consolidation sideways market somewhere in this box, and you can see the price action is starting to break out above this consolidation area. So after a breakout, it's usually followed by a very long-term bull market. We could be talking multiple years if we can stay above this trend line, that we're starting to get impulsive moves that are going to be the beginning of the next bull market. So we're doing technical analysis and we're following the trend and we're following the price action, and that is exactly what the trend and the price action are telling us right now. It's showing extreme bullish sentiment. There's a lot of people buying into this market, and the dips are not lasting for more than a day or two before they're bought up and the price action starts heading higher. There is something to be said in price action that moves this bullish, and if you're ignoring the fact that we have bullish trending and price action going on, you're gonna miss the boat. So in any scenario, we do continue to sell off. We're still watching these trend lines and we're watching all of the moving averages and the Fibonacci retracement levels. So we should have support anywhere from 355 down to 354. And then if we break below there, we're looking for support at the previous daily high at 352 and the 0.382 Fibonacci at 348. You can see this trend is extreme bullish because all of these moving averages are extremely sloping to the upside. So that shows that we have strong momentum in the short term, the medium term, and the long term. So the trend is extremely bullish, and that's going to continue to be that force driving the price action higher and higher. On the Nasdaq 100 QQQ ETF, we also had bullish price action, and we found support right about exactly on that 13 EMA. So we did close below the 5 EMA yesterday, but we're back above the 5 EMA today after bouncing off the 13 EMA, and we're closing back above the consolidation wedge. So that's bullish price action, and the bullish trend is still fully intact. And our next resistance level on the triple Qs is right around 294. A break of 294 will send us to our price target of 300. And then once we break 300, we're looking even higher to our next price target at 312. So we're seeing bullish price action and bullish sentiment, and we still have that strong bullish trend. So we're likely going to head back up to 294 and break above it soon. On the Dow Jones, we did see some bullish price action today, but we did not get a close back above the previous all-time high or the 5 EMA. On the Dow Jones, we still have the gap below that won't close the 284, and we have the 0.236 Fibonacci retracement at 290, which coincides right about that 13 EMA. The 0.382 Fibonacci retracement will take us down to the gap closure right around that $285 level. You can see on the Dow, we still have bullish price action and bullish trending, even though it's not looking quite as good as the S&P 500. The Nasdaq 100 is by far leading the way on the charge for the next bull run, so pay attention to the tech sector because you're going to see a lot of evidence of the next bull run if the tech sector continues to form new daily higher highs. On the VIX, we went down over -3% today, and that's good news for the bulls because low VIX means low fear, and low fear means new all-time highs. So we're looking for the VIX to come back down to the 21.3 level, and if the VIX can break below that, it's likely heading to 18 where we had the gap from the crash in March. A VIX that's bleeding out this much is extreme bullishness for the stock market because the lower the VIX goes, the less fear we have in the market. On Amazon stock, we're still closing below the 5 EMA, so we don't have bullish price action yet, and we still have a bearish trend that we're dealing with. All of the moving averages are stacked to the bear side on Amazon, but we are still holding up above our support trend line. So it is some bearish trending and is some bearish price action. So if we break below 30.65 on Amazon, it's likely that we're going to see some lower price targets. However, if Amazon can start closing back above all these moving averages somewhere around 31.60, we could start to see the trend reverse from bearish to bullish, and we could start heading higher. It's hard to believe that a stock like Amazon going into the Christmas rally and Black Friday is going to continue to head lower, but that's what the trend and that's what the price action are currently showing. On Apple stock, we closed just below the 5 EMA, but we still have a bullish trend. All of the moving averages are still bullish, and the price action is still holding up above that 13 EMA. So right now, Apple's still looking bullish, and that is our market moving stock. So if Apple keeps heading higher, it's likely that the rest of the stock market is going with it. On Tesla stock, we did get that breakout of the consolidation wedge, and we are running on that S&P 500 news. So the previous daily support on Tesla was 461, which we broke through no problem yesterday, and now we're pushing up against and testing the previous all-time highs right around $502. So if Tesla breaks 502, that level will be the all-time high resistance, and it could act as support, and Tesla could be heading back up to new all-time highs somewhere around $596. Now, Tesla still has to prove itself and break its previous all-time high and hold that level as support, or we need another test of the previous high, which is 460, and get a bounce off that level before heading higher. But either way, Tesla's looking really bullish, and that S&P 500 inclusion is doing wonders for the Tesla bulls. Next up is Boeing stock, and it's still holding up above the 5 EMA, so it still has that bullish price action. That 20 simple moving average is getting ready to cross the 50 EMA any day now. So we're about to have all of the moving averages stacked to the bull side, so we're going to have some strong bullish trending, and we already have bullish price action. So price action leads the way and the trend follows, and once we have that bullish trend, it's likely that Boeing is going to continue in that bull market, and it will be a buy the dip scenario. On Nvidia stock, we did hold up above the 50 EMA after earnings, and we did get a bullish close above all of the moving averages. So we're just now looking for Nvidia to show some signs of some bullish trending, and it could be ready for Nvidia to head back up to the previous high at 570. If Nvidia breaks 570, it's likely going to start forming new all-time highs and start out on another bull run. On the dollar, we're still holding up just above support, and we still have bearish price action and bearish trending. Remember, if we break down below support, that will be bullish for the stock market because a weak dollar is going to be strong for equities. On gold, we're back to that 1860 support level again, and we're seeing if gold is finally going to break down to that level. If gold breaks that support level, we're likely heading to 1810. If we start bouncing off this level, we'll be looking for gold to start getting some bullish price action above the moving averages and snap the bear trend that the moving averages are currently in. On silver, we're starting to get some bearish trending. We have that 5 EMA crossing below all the other moving averages, and we have some bearish price action. So silver support is not till we get to 21.6, and there's a lot of room for silver to drop before we could find support. On Bitcoin, we're exceeding all of our price targets. We had price targets at 17,000 and 17,500, and our next price target is all the way up here at 19,600. We still have bullish price action closing above that 5 EMA, and the trend is still extremely bullish. You can see all of these moving averages are only gaining momentum, which tells us that Bitcoin's bullish in the short term, the medium term, and the long term. Don't forget, Bitcoin could have huge pullbacks at any point, so I would not FOMO into Bitcoin. If you're not already in, I would not go chasing it now. There's limited upside and there's a lot of potential downside at these levels. On the financial sector, we still got bullish price action and bullish trending. On the industrials, we're still getting bullish price action above the 5 EMA, and we still have that strong bullish trend. On the healthcare sector, we see that the price action is still holding up above the 20 simple moving average, but the trend is starting to neutralize because that 5 EMA is starting to head down. We still have bullish trending in the short, medium, and long term, but it could be in the short term that we're starting to see some weakness in the healthcare sector. So going back to the S&P 500, let's summarize and pull this all together. We're still seeing bullish price action and bullish trending across the board in the stock market. It looks like tech is starting to get back on the bull, and if the tech sector can lead the way, it's likely the S&P 500 is also going to continue to melt up. We're still seeing strength in financials and industrials, and we are seeing a little bit of weakness in the healthcare sector. However, the healthcare sector is not going to be enough to hold the S&P 500 back if the other sectors are going back on the bull and heading higher. So look for the S&P 500 to try to continue this melt up, hold above these trend lines, and try to break resistance at $362. If you're not sure what to do in this market, don't forget we got the Stocks Channel Trading Community Discord, which you can find out how to join in the description below. It's also not a bad idea if you're not sure what's going on to just stay in cash and wait till we get some more clarity. We're definitely trading at new all-time highs, which is usually a risky time to be buying if you're not already in this market. And if you're looking for good trade opportunities, the Stocks Channel Discord will give you entries and exits on trades, which should be helping you out. So please remember to help me out by smashing that like button. And if you're new, smash that subscribe button so you can follow along with all of my daily updates. Thanks for watching, everybody. Good luck out there. And as always, I will see you in the next episode.